Millionaire father comes home early. What he discovers about his stepwife will leave you speechless. If the title touched your heart, imagine what's coming next. Subscribe, like, and tell us where you're watching from. The grandfather. Clock struck 2:30 as Ethan, Parker's Bentley, rolled up the circular driveway of his Malibu estate. He was not supposed to be home for another 3 hours, but the board meeting had ended early. Something about coming home unexpectedly always filled him with both anticipation and dread. Perhaps it was the same instinct that had made him a billionaire by the age of 40. As Ethan approached the massive oak doors, a sound froze him in place. A child's cry. Not just any cry, but the desperate, heartbroken sobs of his 6-year-old daughter, Lily. Then came another sound that twisted his stomach. Harsh, cruel words. "You stupid little burden. Look what you've done to my Persian rug. You're nothing but a mistake, just like your mother." It was Madison's voice, his second wife, sharp and venomous. "Please, Mommy Madison, I'm sorry. I was just reaching for my water cup. But my crutches slipped and it spilled," Lily begged, her tiny voice breaking. Ethan burst through the door, his blood boiling at the sight. His precious daughter was trembling on the floor beside a spilled cup. Her crutches lay scattered, and Madison stood over her, disgust written across her face. "Madison!" Ethan's voice thundered through the room. Crystal glasses on the bar rattled. Lily's tear-stained face lifted to him. "Daddy, I was only thirsty. I said sorry so many times." As Ethan gathered her into his arms, she flinched. He noticed faint red marks around her wrists, like someone had gripped her too tightly. Rage filled him. "How long has this been happening?" Ethan asked in a deadly quiet voice. Madison's mask slipped, then returned. "You're overreacting. Children like her need discipline. She must learn the world won't accommodate her. Limitations. Pack your bags, Madison. You have 1 hour." Her voice cracked with desperation. "You'll regret this, Ethan Parker. That child will ruin your life, just like her mother did." But Ethan ignored her. He carried Lily upstairs to safety.
A wealthy father and his extraordinary 6-year-old daughter uncovered the darkest secrets of a woman who infiltrated their family. Now they must outsmart her before she destroys them both. An hour after the medical board revoked her license, Ethan Parker stood in the vault of First National Bank with his daughter Lily. He brought her for safety. He didn't trust leaving her anywhere Madison Blackwood might find her. "Are you ready for this, Angel?" Ethan asked. Lily nodded, gripping her crutches. "Mommy wanted us to find this. I can feel it." The box was larger than Ethan expected. Inside were documents, jewelry, and 2 envelopes. One read, "For Ethan if something happens to me." The other, "For Lily when she's old enough to understand." Ethan opened the first envelope. Inside were photographs, medical records, and a letter in Sarah's handwriting. "My dearest Ethan, if you're reading this, then I was right to be afraid of Madison. She is not who she pretends to be." Lily leaned closer, reading silently. Sarah revealed Madison's true identity, a former nurse suspected of hastening patient deaths across Midwestern hospitals. Sarah described how Madison prepared her medications, asked strange questions about her will, and watched Lily with disturbing intensity. "I believe Madison has been slowly poisoning me," Sarah wrote. "Look behind the false panel in our bedroom closet. There's a recording device there." The evidence was clear. Bank statements showed payments to Madison under her real name. Medical records revealed unexplained patient deaths during her shifts. And a note in Madison's handwriting read, "Child's condition makes perfect cover. Accidents happen to disabled children all the time." Lily froze. "Daddy, is that about me?" Before Ethan could answer, his phone rang. Madison's voice came through, cold and calm. "I assume you've been busy playing detective." "You killed her," Ethan said. Madison laughed. "Sarah was dying anyway. I just helped her along. And your daughter is a complication that needs to be resolved. She demanded $75 million to disappear and destroy evidence. If he refused, she threatened to ruin him and take Lily. Make the wrong choice, she texted, and you'll never see her again. But Lily wasn't scared. She explained the security system only kept recordings for 30 days, and Madison didn't know the password. She had overheard Madison's phone calls through the old vents. Richard isn't helping her for money, Lily said. She's threatening him. Something about a fire at a hospital. She had secretly taken photos of Madison stealing documents. While Ethan had been blind to Madison's schemes, Lily had been gathering evidence. Back at the mansion, Ethan worked with Detective Chen and FBI agent Sarah Martinez. Lily explained her plan. We can catch her if we set up the meeting right. 2 hours later, Ethan and Lily walked through the hospital corridors toward the coffee shop. Hidden microphones transmitted everything to the FBI. Madison sat at a corner table, smiling coldly. $75 million, she said. In exchange, I disappear forever. Ethan followed Agent Martinez's cues, asking questions to make Madison talk. Slowly, she began confessing, her arrogance blinding her to the trap closing around her. A powerful man thought he had lost everything. His brave daughter thought she had no one left to trust. Together, they proved that even the darkest lies can't destroy a family built on love. Really, Marcus? Throwing me out over a little discipline? Victoria sneered. Disabled children require firm handling. The world won't accommodate them forever. Arya's hands clenched into fists, but she stayed silent. Victoria leaned forward. Thanks to your interference, I need to accelerate my timeline. Victoria's smile turned sharp. Refuse me, and the evidence I've collected goes straight to federal investigators. Offshore accounts, bribes disguised as consulting fees. You'll be ruined. And while you're distracted, I'll take custody of Arya. Courts love stability. Arya looked up at her. You don't love me. You can't take care of me. Victoria laughed harshly. Love is for weak people like your mother. I'll take care of you the way I took care of her, efficiently and permanently. Marcus's jaw tightened. You're admitting you killed Sarah. I helped her find peace. Victoria smirked. And accidents happen to disabled children all the time. From across the coffee shop, Agent Martinez made a discreet hand signal. They had everything they needed. And there's just one problem with your plan, Marcus said coldly. Arya smiled for the first time. You forgot that smart little girls grow up to be smart big girls. I recorded everything, Mommy Victoria. Just like the police taught me Victoria lunged, but FBI agents swarmed the table. Victoria Blackwood, you are under arrest for murder, conspiracy, fraud, and terroristic threats. This is entrapment, she screamed. Actually, Agent Martinez replied calmly. Everything you said was a voluntary confession. As she was dragged away, Victoria hissed, This isn't over. Arya whispered, Yes, it is. Because bad people always lose when good people work together, Marcus pulled Arya into a fierce hug. You were so brave, Angel. We were brave together, Daddy. Just like Mommy Sarah would have wanted 6 months later, their home was filled with light and laughter. Arya played in the butterfly garden she had created with Dr. Michael Chen, Sarah's former oncologist, and now a part of their family. Therapy had strengthened her legs, and though she still used crutches, she could walk short distances on her own. Dr. Chen gave Arya a pendant Sarah had entrusted to him, a butterfly with a tiny photo of baby Arya inside. She knew. Arya whispered, eyes wide. She knew you were my other daddy. Arya shared her dream. I want to help other kids like me, teach them how to stay safe, gather evidence, talk to police, maybe even turn our home into a safe place for them. Marcus's heart swelled with pride. His daughter had turned her pain into purpose. That evening, Arya whispered, Daddy, I love our family exactly the way it is. Marcus kissed her forehead. Me too, Angel. Me too. The butterfly had grown her wings, and now she was ready to soar.